this is my highest award. That is the Medal of Medical Merit. That's the one I'm most proud of.
I'm a Marine because I served my country and I fought for freedom for people.
I was drafted in 1967 in the Army, and I served in Vietnam.
I was young when my kid brother got blown away in Vietnam, and it took me 6 days to find his body. And it felt like when I came back, my country had moved. I had no idea who I was and where I was.
We are a giant country and a very big state that I think with a lot of complex systems that tries to do its best, but I think we can always do better. That's like saying, you know, is our education system good enough? It's one of the best in the world, but we certainly have a long way to go. And I would say the same thing about veteran services.
Stand and salute our veterans.
When I got out the military, I was in my 30s. I'm in my 60s now, and I'm finally getting some help.
Transitioning out of 7 years in the Army, readjusting to civilian life was a struggle for Yvette Randolph.
This graveyard had been here forever, and at one time when I was homeless, this was my home. I slept here, and I figured would nobody bother me here, and nobody didn't. I kept walking past and forth, back and forth. I saw a little hole, and I just crawled in and found a spot.
Like many homeless women vets, Yvette also couch surfed and lived in cars.
There's a lot of us out here that shouldn't be out here. Some want to be. Some of us are so programmed now that it wouldn't even make a difference.
Gerald Escobar has been chronically homeless and mentally ill since leaving the Army after Vietnam.
Gerald, it's me, Eddie. What's up, buddy?
Eddie Yanez is a navigator with Sacramento Steps Forward, a nonprofit helping homeless people. Eddie's a former Marine, and that helps him earn trust with Gerald.
I care a lot about Gerald, sometimes too much.
Veterans comprise about 1/3 of our homeless population, and many are in dire need of medical and mental health services. Eddie calls a cab and wants Gerald to go to the Veterans Hospital.
Come on, Gerald, let's go so we can get on that cab.
Gerald's greatest pride of ownership, memories of serving his country.
I was drafted and I got a year added on because I was good at what I did. I was needed at wartime.
You're not gonna leave?
No, sir.
Yeah, let's just cancel it.
A few weeks later, Gerald is in jail.
Just before the interview that we did with him, he was in need of medical attention. So they needed to take him into custody so that he can get some help.
Yvette refuses to end up in jail. 2 weeks ago, she did suffer a heart attack.
I go out there to the hospital.
Yvette sees a cardiologist through the Veterans Administration. And right now, Yvette is getting a place to live.
Is this a surprise? Huh?
Best surprise I could ever get.
Okay. So, just want to let you know that much, okay? So you're gonna be in your own little spot. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay?
Nobody, man or woman, who served our country should even ever have to go through that.
Yvette and her dog Turbo jump into a van. They're going home.
Hi, we're making it.
To be able to place her into a home and to where she could take a hot shower and get cleaned up and be able to, do her hair and be able to brush her teeth, and it's awesome.
A bed.
We don't give up on any of our vets.
Nearly 22 million veterans live in this country. California has the highest number, 2 million servicemen and women.
Anybody that served in the uniform of this country is a veteran. That means veteranus, it means the old ones. Old not by time or life, old by experience.
Certainly being a veteran is one component of my identity, and I have a personal as well as a professional desire to help.
Assemblywoman Susan Telemonte Segman is one of the first women veterans working as a lawmaker at the California State Capitol.
I've been a big advocate of trying to make military education, which is excellent and really trains you to be able to apply that when they come back. I was a combat medic, was able to assist and even do some surgical procedures myself. Coming back out, I couldn't do that with an RN degree. It was hard for me to find my place, and that's why I transitioned to being a social worker, so I was still able to work in hospitals.
From her district office in Stockton, Assemblywoman Eggman acknowledges women are playing a larger role in the military than ever before. There are 2 million women vets.
The military has historically been a man's world, so it certainly faces challenges.